Hello, friend. Let's talk about abuse. This is such a topic that triggers people, but it needs to be discussed. There is so much abuse going on out there, and it's not just the physical stuff. It is the subtle, mental, emotional, blackmailing, and blame, shame stuff that happens on the daily. And it really makes my heart ache to the core. Now, for those of you that don't know, I was in domestic violence in a couple of my relationships. And one of them was with my son's father. And I was with him, I ended it, and I did go back to him. And that's how I have two sons. Now, our relationship, if I were to explain it to you, it would sound like we were together for 5 years. But in reality, we're only together for 1 year and 2 months, if you count out the 2 times that we were together. Which is not a lot, but it spanned about a 3-year period, 2.5 to 3 year period. And the thing about abuse is that it's not like in your face all the time. Unless you're getting hit in the face, then it's pretty obvious. Or you're getting shoved and pushed around. But the stuff that is really messed up, you can see that. You can physically see that coming and happening, and you can wrap your mind around it. But the part that is so damaging and so hurtful is the mind games. The way that you feel less than. The way that you feel that you're no good. And this does not have to be physical. This can be with parents. This can be with in relationships. It could be with peers. And this stuff is nauseating to me. I see it happen in people's lives all of the time. And when I realized the depth that this stuff goes to from the inner work that I've done, I was just so blown away by what I allowed for in my life for so long. Now, people might not agree. They'll be like, well, this happened to me and I'm the victim and all that stuff. And yes, to a point, that's true. Yes. However, were you aware of the red flags that were coming up? Did you feel something was off when certain things were being said or certain things were happening? When let me see your phone, and you get defensive, or you feel uncomfortable, or who are you talking to? What are you doing? Where are you? And it's like these subtle things that happen are definitely abusive because there's a lack of trust. There is a lack of the other person doing that stuff where they want to control you. And when we allow for that behavior, we are giving our control away. Now, as a child, it's different because it's your parent. That is different. You only have so much, because if you see children acting out, think about why they're acting out. What is the parent doing in the situation? Now, sometimes that, yes, they want to stay up till midnight, and that's not beneficial for them. And then that's when we teach them the reasons why. This is the reason why we do this, and you help them through the process. You help them with breathing techniques and all of these different things. So there's a little bit of a difference there, but it's also how you are helping them to learn to control themselves instead of you controlling them. Whew, it's a big one. Say it again. It's, as a parent, it's you teaching your children how to gain control over themselves, because they have so many emotions and feelings because they're little and a lot of this stuff is new for them. They don't know how to handle it. But as the parent, if we're not regulated and we don't know how to control ourselves because we've been giving our power out to every single person in the world, and instead of honing that power within ourselves, are we able to really teach our children these skills? This is some deep stuff that I've worked so hard on, because it is such a need in this world with children and with ourselves. And it starts with the adults. It starts with us. Then we can make the positive impact on our children. And if you find yourself getting frustrated with your children and yelling and what are you doing and getting angry and all of those things, and I'm not saying that it doesn't happen from time to time, because we are so human and we have been through things ourselves. But it's learning as adults that when we start that, we stop it immediately. When we catch it, we apologize to our children. Imagine that, apologizing to your child. And then explaining how this is what we need to do to have control over ourselves. And teaching these valuable lessons to our children, they will be in such a state of power that they will not allow for abusive people to enter their space. It's not as likely, because they will be aware of what feels good and right in their body, in their nervous system, in their heart and soul. This is so important, and that's why these are the things that I teach, because boundaries are so important. Self-regulation, self-love, self-empowerment is so important, because it's a ripple effect. You're not just changing yourself when you do these things. You're not just making a mark and changing yourself. Yes, that you are, and that is amazing, because your life just feels incredible. However, you're also rippling out to 7 generations past and 7 generations forward. And if you think of just the small changes you make in the way that you do things on the daily, and the way that you start to change the way you interact with others, think about the positive effect you will have on the people that are in your impact field just by making these changes. And at first, there's a resistance that's going to come up, because it's unfamiliar and it feels weird and it feels uncomfortable, because you've been programmed to be a certain way for so long that this just feels wrong. But when reality sets in and you practice and you start living in this way, you start recognizing what's happening in your field, in your area, in your life, all different areas of your life. And then you're able to say, is this for me? Does this feel right within me? Because when we've been in an abusive situation, some of us have been our whole lives, we are numb to it. We are not aware of it. And that is the problem, is that it's becoming aware. So that's why I'm bringing this up, because I want to shake the foundation a little bit and wake up these feelings inside of people, because it is so important to understand that you are so amazing and you deserve the best life you could possibly imagine. I mean, and probably beyond, because what we can imagine is only what we've been told we can imagine. So just think about that. Have an amazing day. Know that you are loved. Know that you are safe. And know that you are so well within your soul. May I be well. May I be safe. May I be loved. May I be okay. Yes, yes, and yes, yes. Have a blessed day.